Solar panels have come a long way since the discovery of the photovoltaic effect in the mid-19th century. In this vlog, we'll take a look at the history of solar panels and how they've evolved over the years. 1839, Alexandre-Edmond Becquerel, a French physicist, discovers the photovoltaic effect while experimenting with an electrolytic cell made up of two metal electrodes in an electrolyte solution. He observed that the cell produced more electricity when exposed to light, indicating that light was producing an electric current. 1954, Bell Laboratories in the United States develops the first practical silicon solar cell. The solar cell was created by Darrell Chapin, Calvin Fuller, and Gerald Pearson, who worked at Bell Laboratories. Their solar cell was made of silicon, which is still the most commonly used material for solar cells today. The solar cell produced only enough electricity to power a small device, but it laid the foundation for the development of larger solar panels. 1962, the first solar-powered satellite, called the Orbiting Solar Observatory, is launched into space. The satellite used solar cells to power its instruments and was the first time that solar cells were used in space. 1973, the world experiences a major energy crisis, which led to a renewed interest in renewable energy sources like solar power. During this time, the cost of solar panels began to decrease, making them a more viable option for everyday use. 1980s, governments around the world begin to offer incentives for using solar power, which helps to further drive down the cost of solar panels. During this time, solar panels were primarily used in remote locations, such as lighthouses and mountain cabins, where it was difficult or expensive to connect to the power grid. 1990s, solar energy becomes more widely adopted, particularly in countries like Germany, where the government offered generous incentives for using solar power. In the early 2000s, the cost of solar panels began to decrease significantly, making them more affordable for homeowners and businesses. Present day, solar panels are used in a variety of applications, from residential and commercial buildings to utility-scale solar farms. The total installed capacity of solar photovoltaic PV systems was over 760 gigawatts by the end of 2020, according to the International Energy Agency. This is a significant increase from just 40 gigawatts in 2010, demonstrating the rapid growth of solar energy in recent years. In conclusion, solar panels have come a long way since the discovery of the photovoltaic effect in the 19th century. Advances in technology and government incentives have helped to drive down the cost of solar panels and increase their efficiency, making solar energy a viable alternative to traditional fossil fuels.